Warwindsmeet is a very complicated game. Not only you have to realize all of the mechanics of each encounter, but gearing up, getting the correct inner ways, leveling them up, and the mystic skills as well is a lot of work. There's one thing that people haven't talking a lot about, which is a very important skill that you should have at your disposal, and that is animation cancelling, as you can see right here. This will make it so animations that take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds take only less than 1. So in this video we're gonna go through how it works, how it interacts with other abilities you have, and what abilities you can use it with to get the most amount of value from it. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning, and let's get into it. One of the biggest reasons why Warwindsmeet's combat feels so good is that whenever you make a mistake or you're in the middle of an animation that you don't want to be, you can just boom, parry something, you can dodge out of it, you can stop whatever animation you're doing to do another ability from your arsenal. You're not locked behind animations like other games would be, giving you a very fluid type of combat instead of a very clunky one. It feels great to just interact and react to everything that your enemies do and just changing on the whim to whatever you need in the moment, and it feels like you are really having an actual dance against your enemies. But this not only makes it very fun to play with, but also make it very powerful to take advantage of. Not only can you charge a big attack just like this, send it and instantly cancel it to bait a PvP player, but whenever you're actually doing a big attack in a PvE encounter, you can just cancel the animation at the end to be able to go again and do it a bit faster, as you can see here. Every attack will have a wind-up animation to go back to its original state, as you can see right here. I go in, I charge, I send the damage, and then I recover myself to get my sword into position. But if, for example, I start doing an attack afterwards, just like you can see right here, it's gonna take a little bit of time for my character to be able to do that normal attack, right? It has a little bit of a recovery state, but you can actually cancel that by dodging away, by parrying. Let me do that again as I canceled it too early. There you go. And then started using another type of attack afterwards. You can cancel into another skill instantly. You can cancel into the special Define Stack attack, into any defensive ability like parry or dodge, although I recommend parry, as dodge or jump will take stamina from you. And you can even do it into a mystic art instead. So you can really have a lot of options here. You should always have a plan into what abilities you're using to use the next one and not waste animations. So you can just keep going and always do damage to let your opponent not have any sort of chance to attack back. This heavily applies in PvP, where you not only want to bait them, but also not let them attack you. The best defense is a better offense. But one of the biggest changes that happened with the new update is that now we have combos to use between mystic arts, as you can see here. For example, Drunken Poet makes you drink to get drunk and start using the special skills. But Dragon's Breath also does the same thing. In order to do Dragon Breath, you have to spit alcohol. So what you can do is drink from Drunken Poet, instantly cancel it, and then Dragon's Breath, get a tick of damage to the enemy, and then start your Drunken Poet damage again. This should look a little bit like this. I parry, I go again. It's pretty fast actually. Let's slow that down. You can see right here that I start drinking, I get intoxicated, and as soon as I get intoxicated, I can cancel the animation, going again with a parry, and I take a little bit long there. I shouldn't have taken as long as I did, but the enemy is actually attacking, so I can take this opportunity, boom, to parry his attack, as well as canceling the animation, instantly going for the fire, cancelling again as soon as I do the damage, and then starting doing Drunken Poet. you only need to activate the ability whenever activating the cancellation whenever the effect has been put. When you get intoxicated for Drunken Poet, when you get the fire dot on your enemy, you can cancel, and then after that you can just do normal damage. Sadly, Mystic Arts have a priority over attacks, so you can't really cancel them with anything but a movement ability like dodge, jump, or parry. A great idea here is actually canceling your normal skill weapons with actually abilities that you have on your weapon arts. This will prevent you from wasting time with parrying when you actually don't really need it. But you will still want to do it from time to time in other situations. But you have a lot of options here. And learning when to use these options is gonna be the difference between you doing a lot of damage or doing slow amounts of it. Another thing that you can do this with is that sometimes you're using your charge attacks just like this and you want to charge instead in the middle of the attack. But if you do so, you can only do it at the end of the actual animation. So what you want to do instead is in the middle of this attack, cancel it and then start charging and then use this special charge attack. This is very, very useful in very heavily reliant weapons that use a lot of these charge attacks, like the heaven weapon, right, and the well, I guess all the swords. They can definitely be very, very useful, and to me at least, that I always get this issue by, well, kind of pressing the wrong button by mistake. It can be very, very good whenever you, well, don't play correctly and you need to fix a problem and a misinput. I'm not gonna lie, playing like this and starting to pay attention to this has made the combat feel way better. It was pretty good already, but this is just making it so much more interesting, intricate, and make me want to learn more about the game and get better at it, making it super satisfying. So I heavily hope that, well, it works for you too and you enjoy this. Of course, you don't have to deal with this if you don't want to, but it will be an important part for you, making you better at the game. If you don't care about that and you just care about exploration, then I guess it doesn't really matter. But if you care about getting better, doing more damage, especially in things like PvP, this will be very, very important. But there you go. Hopefully this helped you. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. See you guys around. Love you all. Ciao, ciao.